Hello, my name is Sebastian Garcia, and I am going to talk about how the coronavirus changed the world. Table of contents: number one, introduction; number two, presentation; and number three, conclusion. Introduction. During this presentation, it shown how humanity has changed since the emergency of COVID-19. The information that will be exposed is of such importance to understand how the world, yes, the planet, is susceptible to change and the way human beings adapt to any situation. Also, it will be identify how all the change, yes, caused by the coronavirus made humanity reflect. Aspects to analyze: healthcare and technology, economy and politics, environment, education, and social life. Healthcare and technology. The vaccine. Some people think that Chinese scientists invented the virus and discovered it themselves. Other people think the virus was born from animal mutation. The only certain thing is that day by day, the process of creating a vaccine against the coronavirus is increasing. Yes. Nowadays, the pharmaceutical company Pfizer create a vaccine to prevent the virus. Yes, the coronavirus. Another like AstraZeneca is also trying to discover a totally effective vaccine. Well, other pharmaceutical companies are Moderna and CanSino. Habits and hygiene. Since we are children, yes, we learn to take care of daily hygiene, but this virus was very different from all the others. The habits we learned in college had to be increased since the coronavirus is fast spreading, yes. At school, we are always taught history, geography, mathematics, literature, yes. But what is needed today is to be able to understand the field of health. At the beginning of 2020, women and men used to get together on weekends, yes, dance, tun, 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 tun. Some people used to go to the gym, to the movie theater, or to go for a run, and children and young people used to go to a school. Now, yes, these activities are detained by the government, but with the passage of the time, we will be able to carry them out as long as we use a mask, yes, antibacterial gel, medical gloves, a considerable distance, and we must wash our hands, yes. The above mentioned is viable while as long as the population isn't vaccinated. Technological advances. Robots. Some robots are used to care for infected people. New antidotes. Doctors might make use of new medicines, yes, for future health decisions. Medical instruments, for example, artificial respirators, might be modernized to be more a portable option, yes. And medical tests to detect the coronavirus, yes, might be used as information to identify or prevent other diseases in the future. Economy and politics. The value of money. Monetary losses. International markets had large monetary losses similar to those of 2008. Yes, business. People won't be able to invest in new businesses because they shouldn't not go out on the street and lend money. Banks no longer lend as much money as before. Thousands of people couldn't longer waste so much money because they didn't earn the same in their jobs. Yes. Also, people began to value coins as money as was scarce in some places. Businessmen said that the economy will be recovering over the months. Yes, various types of business have had a decrease in the number of face-to-face buyers. Yes, but their owners have been able to rebuild their companies by creating internet pages. So every day they are recovering, yes, recovering from the income they had lost. The internet revolution. Many friends have told me that the best idea to buy at the moment, yes, is online, and I decide to investigate about that. And I can tell you that the easiest way to buy something is by Amazon or any other company. Yes, only online shoppers mention that they are shocked and amazed by the good customer service, and that Amazon is definitely a fun page and it doesn't have boring things. In general, it can be said that the economy is a highly variable aspect. Well, examples related to the economy and current life. Number one, we must understand that girls should continue shopping online, yes. And number two, boys will continue to play soccer in video games they buy. Number three, moms or dads can continue to use Uber Eats or Didi to order raw or grilled food, such as chicken, beef, or tuna. And number four, mothers-in-law and aunts are going to buy their potatoes, grapes, tomatoes, and mangoes in greengrocers online. Environment. A green world. What was the aspect that had the greatest benefit during the pandemic? The answer is nature and the environment worldwide. Yes, it's important to see that if people recycle their garbage, we will be living on a better planet. And if we stopped using the car, the sky will be cleaner. And how did the environment improve? The answer is because in different countries, people have changed their ecological habits since the pandemic began. Yes, such as recycling garbage or not using the car. Humans have adapted in a good way for the last 10 months of 2020, when the coronavirus was very contagious. For example, in the United States, John and Isabella are talking, and John says, I was recycling my own garbage from my house. And Isabella responds, so was I. And if we travel to Mexico, we will find that Luis and Mariana are talking, and Luis says, I don't use the car because my classes are online. And Mariana responds, neither do I. Animals. You have to turn on to TV or laptop to see how animals have benefited from this pandemic. Turning off the car engines was the main action that benefited the different habitats of animals, yes, such as butterflies, bees, birds, rabbits, etc. This is because uh, environmental pollution decreased. A different world. Humanity has had various situations related to some type of virus, but none of them have changed our way of seeing the environment as the coronavirus. During 2020, people considerably stopped using the bus or the subway Also, gas stations and rush hours weren't seen as often for a few months. Education. Classes online. Wait, the educational area has been in constant change since the pandemic began. Yes. Now you don't need to go to a school because the classes have been online. Yes, and you only need a laptop or a cell phone, a notebook, a book, and pen to take the classes. Students and teachers have had to adapt to this new modality for months to be able to continue learning at a distance. Interesting things. Number one, we all know that going to school is better than having classes online. Number two, uh, seeing the explanation of something, yes, on the blackboard in the classroom is easier to understand than seeing it from a laptop. Number three, having online classes, yes, is the safest idea to avoid the virus. And number four, the best way to socialize is with your classmate at school. Students used to walk through the school to get to the classroom, yes, and they wouldn't sit around the green areas. But at the moment, we can do it again, yes. We all used to go to the cafeteria in the mornings or the afternoons from Monday to Friday. Now we need the vaccine to arrive so we can see each other again at school. We could return as long as we follow the sanitary measures. For now, we should stay home, yes. All students have to know the importance of learning, but with health responsibility, yes. We have to be patient and soon we will return to normal education at school. Social life. A new society. The social aspect was one of the most affected during the pandemic. We were all terrified, and it wasn't like that fear of saying arachnophobia or claustrophobia. We were afraid of not going back to our family and friends. Young people now usually meet by video call instead of talking in person. Before, the meetings between friends lasted 1 hour, and now by video call, yes, video call, they last 2, 3, or 4 hours. This is because having seen each other for a long time. Now, some meetings, parties, and graduations are held by video call. All the people, yes, in the planet, in the world, are waiting to return to normal life and have fun a hilarious way because of the funny ringtones of friends' cell phones, and get angry because friends don't respond to these messages. No response. Why? Yes, women and men who usually have a personality of being sociable, yes, and affectionate, I love you, became aggressive and anxious people in the pandemic, yes, because they didn't leave their home. No one could go to the movie theater to see the new animated SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, that was directed by Tim Hill. And another film was the horror movie named The Invisible Man, that was starred by Elizabeth Moss and Oliver Jackson Cohen. The global audience we'll have to wait to see some other movies with special effects, yes, at the movie theater. The coronavirus was something that changed the world, the planet, for the simple fact that we don't have the same habits. For example, we are all waiting to the gym to open for the gym to open to train the abdomen, the back, the arms, and the legs. Uh, People want to go back to playing baseball, boxing, soccer. Yes, young people want to get along with their new classmates in classroom and not online. The spectators want to return to the stadiums and be able to see the players. And some couples speak by video call, and some others broke up, yeah, or couldn't get married. People were enjoying life before the pandemic with their family and friends. When we started the year, we had an idea what the coronavirus was to completely change our lives. Conclusion. Well, to conclude with this presentation or explanation, I can mention that the coronavirus has completely changed the world context in various aspects. For example, in healthcare and technology, yes, great advances were made in the use of robots and manufacture of antidotes and vaccines to eliminate the coronavirus, yes. Also, in the economy and politics, it's observed that companies can have serious monetary problems, but most of them have strategies for this type of contingency, such as Amazon. Amazon is a good example. In the environment, it's identified that all the people need to change their ecological habits to take care of the planet and make it clean as in previous months when we didn't leave our home. Yes, in education, it was observed that students and teachers, yes, want to stop using digital platforms to take classes and want to go back to classes at school because we are all used to going to a classroom, and social life changed a lot. Yes, because we don't go shopping to the parties, to the movie theater, or to the gym, but we almost have the vaccine in our hand to continue to the life we had before. Remember, when the situation is good, enjoy it. When the situation is bad, transform it. When the situation can be transformed, transform yourself. Yes, Viktor Frankl. Well, thank you, yes, for watching this video about how the coronavirus changed the world. Goodbye.